Hi world, Dr. Shirley here. Another episode of Black History, but more so being black in Virginia. As most of you know, my name is Dr. Shirley Auguste. I am a Black Hispanic of Haitian descent. My culture is Haitian. I'm a first generation Haitian-American. Now, when people see me, they see that I'm jubilant. And unfortunately, it is not always well received. Believe it or not, it's not. Because of how I look, how I act, unfortunately, people tend to disrespect or they discredit me because whatever judgment they have, they feel as if I shouldn't be so jubilant. Oh, I must not know anything, or I must not truly be educated. None of that is actually true. I'm highly educated, a little bit more than I probably need to be honest with you. But, like somebody once told me, when you get your education, nobody can ever take it away from you. So, nobody can take everything that I have learned, everything that I have experienced in life. It is my intellectual tools, and I can use them in different avenues, different arenas that I need to. Back to, as stated, being multicultural in the United States, in Virginia, has been an experience. It really has been. What a lot of people don't understand is being a minority is not always easy. We don't live by the same standards that everybody else lives by. I do work 10 times, 100 times harder than most. Not because I truly want to work myself silly, but because I know I must prove myself no matter where I go, no matter what I do, no matter how educated I am. I used to think if I got my doctorate, then I'm good. And people will truly respect me. But let's go back. When I was getting my master's degree, all of them, I thought surely people will respect me because they'll know that I'm highly educated. I've put in the time, I've studied, I've gotten the experience. And I found out that that wasn't true. So after getting my master's and being ridiculed for different things by ignorant people, is exactly what I'll call them, ignorant, I went on and pursued my doctorate degree. That was a long, hard journey because of everything that I endured, everything that I experienced while pursuing my doctorate degree. There are many times I did not think I would actually complete it because of the different challenges that I face. I was a single mother, raising 2 children, having to work multiple jobs, and having a full-time job as an educator and trying to work my way up. So it wasn't easy getting my doctoral degree. It was frustrating because of the constant disrespect, whether it be in the employment place or different, avenues. You go and meet different people and so forth. Some people now, don't get me wrong, we're always very respectful. But there's always seems to be a group of people that no matter what you do, they just don't feel a person that looks like me deserves respect. I'll never forget the time that, this is one of many experiences, I started a teaching position, and the person, as I was doing what I was doing, made a comment, "So you're Puerto Rican." Immediately at that point, I hesitated, and I thought to myself, they hired me because they thought I was Puerto Rican, because they themselves had a preference, I guess, of Latinos, And I remember telling the person, no, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm actually Haitian. Now, I am I do have Mexican in my blood and some others, but no, I'm Haitian. Therefore, I consider myself black. That did not go about well with the person. Horrible experience, needless to say. The person completely started disrespecting me from the minute. It's like they did a complete 180. One minute they're kind, then they find out I'm not Puerto Rican and I wasn't what they thought I was, and they completely flipped the script and started completely being rude and disrespectful. And I remember one time they even came into my classroom yelling and screaming, and I'm thinking, whoa, this person must have lost their mind, and I did address it. I'm not one to really stand by and let just people always disrespect me. I will say the older I've become, I've not addressed as many things as I should. Sometimes I've just simply walked away, which I probably should have addressed. And in some arenas, the higher I got in my career, it was always expected that I would always take the higher road, always be more respectful than other people, despite the fact that they're being rude, disrespectful, and defaming my character and who I am. And nothing was done to them. Maybe a letter and slap on the head. You shouldn't do that. Those are hurtful and very traumatic, to know that some people can get away with stuff and nothing be done to them. Being a minority is not easy. Being a woman that is strong-willed, very perseverant, very hardworking, is even worse. I love being who I am because I know that no matter what comes at me, I'm going to fight, I'm going to work, I'm going to do what I need to be successful. But most of all, I'm going to help other people. I'm going to help children, I'm going to help adults to advance and to be successful, because everybody deserves an opportunity to be successful and to feel appreciated. So my goal is to help others, despite their race, their background, their religion, no matter what. Nobody deserves to be mistreated. Nobody. And so now that I am self-employed, I've made it my mission to ensure that I teach and speak up about the disrespect and the issues that minorities face. Because in reality, minorities are beautiful. The world is beautiful because of the diversity that exists in this world. I'm thankful for my friends that are not minorities and that are loving and respectful and treat me like a human being, that treat me like a comrade, and they don't look at all of this. They don't look at all of this, It is important that we overlook people's exterior and get to know really their interior. Everybody has a story. We just don't know their story. We don't know their story. But it is important that we listen. We listen and not in any way, shape, or form have an attitude of superiority. No one is better than anybody, truth be told. Nobody is superior, truth be told. It doesn't matter that I have a doctorate degree. It doesn't matter that somebody doesn't have a doctorate degree. What matters is how we treat each other, how we uplift each other, how we support one another. There's knowledge that I have that the person may not have, and therefore, sharing and exchanging information, we can build each other up and help each other. That's what we should be doing. So, I'm not going to stay on long, but I am going to bring on other people to talk about what it's like to be black in Virginia. We could talk about being black in the United States, but I'm not going to go there. But I'm going to focus on just Virginia, since that's where I do live. I like Virginia. You have all kinds of parts to it, but we need to do better. We need to do things differently. If we don't start today, if we don't start, we'll repeat our history. We'll repeat the history of mistreatment of human beings. We'll repeat the history of people thinking they're superior when it's not right. It is important that we do things differently. We have children looking at us. And it's sad that some children are really being taught to hate. It really is. No child should be taught to hate or be fueled with hate and end up suffering anxiety because they're so fueled with hate. We need to teach children to see people for who they are, their character, not the exteriors. Because we never know who we need or who can help us get to the next level. I thank all those that always saw beyond all of this. I thank God for them. I thank all the people who uplifted me. Didn't matter their race, background, or anything. They saw me. I thank all the people that invested in me and loved me and do love me for me, not because of all of this. I thank God that there are a lot of good people that do exist. They just are silent sometimes. We need to be more vocal about spreading kindness and respect of diversity. It is important that we begin to do things differently so we don't repeat our history of hate, segregation, separation. Let's not go back, but let's move forward. So, with that being said, Dr. Shirley out. Peace and love. And let's embrace others.